Hi guys, Aceface here, back with another video for you, and today I'm going to do a tutorial for you on how to do the blood effect that you might have seen on my Harridan, and that looks pretty cool. It looks great on big models, and it looks good with models with sort of a good opportunity to use sort of sticky flesh, fresh blood effects. Now, first of all, I want to give a little bit of a shout out because I learnt this technique from Kris. Now, I'm not sure, I can never pronounce his surname, so I'm not going to try. But it's Kris from Mini Wargaming, and it was a quick tip from Mini Wargaming that I learnt this from. So obviously everybody knows about Mini Wargaming, but Kris has his own channel. Please do jump on that. I'll put the link below and give him a sub because it's a great channel and he's an amazing painter with loads of cool techniques. So I don't want to steal his thunder because this is very much learned from him. So check him out, but I'm going to do my best to replicate and show you how it's done. So this is the model I'm going to be using, my Harridan, which you would have seen in previous videos, as I've got this guy all painted and ready for the table. But now I'm going to concentrate on doing that blood effect. So what you're going to need for this effect is you're going to need some of this glue, which is UHU, or whatever you want to call it, UHU glue. I've tried using other glues, but this seems to be the only one that actually does the effect properly. So if you've used other glues that work, then please do drop it in the comments below and let people know what other glue they can use. You're going to need an old knackered paintbrush, just one that's dead, you know, that you can just use for mixing, more or less. You're going to need something to manipulate your blood effect, so a paper clip or a toothpick works great. And then you're going to need your coloration for your blood. Now, I would heavily recommend using this, which is one of the ghost tints from Militaire. It is fresh blood, sorry. And it gives me the colour straight away that I'm looking for. Other than that, you're going to need to kind of mix a colour that you're happy with. Blood for the Blood God might work, but it's probably a little bit thick in consistency because you want something that's kind of almost a bit more clear. But I mean, give it a go because that might well work fine. I think Kris recommends you use the Tamiya Clear red with a bit of black in there, I believe, from memory, but this is a great way of doing it. And always the best way to sort of have a check whether blood looks right is actually if you pop a drop of it on your skin. Let's pop a little bit on. And it's sort of pulled a little bit there, but I think you can kind of see, yeah, it looks like flesh blood. It's a little bit pink, but it looks great on the models anyway. So that's a great sort of testing way to see whether you're happy with the colour. If it looks like a sort of the wound that you're after when you pop it on your skin, then you're probably not too far away. Okie dokie. So what we want to do is we want to mix glue and the paint to give us the effect we're after. So I'm going to take the top off, and I'm probably going to have to pierce this because it's not been used. No, I'm not going to have to go straight in, so let's pop that on there, maybe a little bit more. Okay, so that's plenty of glue. And then we're going to take our blood effect and we're going to drop it next door to it like that, and then we want to mix it up like this till we get the nice kind of consistency. You can see it's already starting to go really sort of yucky and sticky when it hits that glue, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking for this kind of effect. So once you've given it, and you have got sort of time against you a little bit, you can't leave this too long because it will start to sort of set up. Right, so I've got the consistency that I'm after now, so I'm going to go over to my model. So okay, let's see this guy. So I'm going to whip off his arms because they're magnetised, and I'll try and bring this guy into view for you. Okay, right, so there's our guy. I'm going to use the toothpick. I'm going to try and take some of this glue and I'm going to pop it onto his teeth. Now what I'm looking for is a nice bit to wrap around and then hook onto the top teeth. You'll see there. And then I'm just going to keep doing that until I get like the effect that I'm after. Let's try and move this camera up so you can see it. Okay, so again, taking this on here, wrapping it around, and it is just trying to sort of find that effect that you're happy with. There is no exact science to it. You can kind of see it coming together there. So it's not always, sometimes you don't want to go too over the top with it. You just need to find the balance that works for you. It gives you the effect you're after. And sometimes it works better than others. As you kind of see here. Try and keep it in view for you. As you can see, I'm literally just working it around until I'm kind of happy with it. Trying to make it look as natural as possible. I think you can start to see how it's starting to come together. As I said, you have to be kind of patient with it. It doesn't always work first time. You'll find that every now and again you'll ruin the bit you've just done because you get too close to it with another bit. It's sort of kind of slowly but surely I'm getting that effect I'm after. So pop this on. Let's see. Get in between. Quite happy with that bit on the jaw, so I'm just going to try and just manipulate that down a little bit. Right guys, so you're trying to get the idea, so I'm going to sort of finish this off and then I'll come back to you in a second. Right guys, so we've got the effect that we're after. See if I can try and give you a bit of the light in. Move this thing out of the way. There we go there. Really disgusting. So I think it really, I hope you agree, it gives a really kind of cool effect. You can't necessarily pick it up perfectly with the light in here because it's not wonderful, but you've got that kind of real natural blood effect created from the glue, where it's kind of, and you're trying to look for it to kind of build up in the obvious places, like around the gum line, almost dripping off a little bit at the end of his jaw. But it just, I mean, it really brings this guy to life. You know, it's really cool effect. So I hope this has been useful. Sorry about the bad camera work at times. Not the greatest with tutorials, but I hope you enjoyed this and I hope you find it useful. Please do give it a go and let me know how it works for you. And this is part of Mike Scott's Feast Fest, so please do hit the link on Mike's channel as well and check out his progress on his Tyrannid Swarm and get involved with that. But until the next video, please do like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.